Isolation Nation, I finally made it to sound check. Exciting to be here. I've been here for a long time. I've been here in sound check for God knows how long. It's not true. I got here 4 seconds before Taylor said 4, 3, 2, 1. And I got to tell you, people might be stressed. I feel good about it because I have come to the conclusion sound check's wholly unnecessary. I was at sound check yesterday for the first time in this entire run of the show. Was there for 20 minutes. Can I tell you guys? Boring. The whole time they were like, "Can you hear me? And how's my sound now?"
You just cut out.
It did not cut out, you son of a bitch. It's great to be here. I'm here coming from the Nowhere Comedy Club. The stage is just built, and it feels good. I'm very solid rock bottom. We got a rock. we hit rock bottom, you guys. And that's no better time than hitting rock bottom to introduce the second leg of a 4-legged tripod. Please welcome a man. He's orange. He's lovely. Orange, he lovely. Steve Hofstetter, everybody.
Yay!
Holy shit! Break up my apartment? How'd you get my book?
Oh, hello. I didn't see you guys there. Sorry, no, Bowers, this isn't yours. This is hardcover. This is way classier than yours.
That's the hardcover.
You have the hardcover one?
Of course I do. You think I'm gonna
Is
buy
it
one
books
book?
1, 2, and 3?
I love Bowers. Like, of course I do. Like, all of a sudden he's got criteria for the quality of his one book.
Yeah, this is turns out you can get this on eBay real easy. Not a ton of demand, which was so weird.
I think it's a great book. It's one of the formative books I read. I just, after that, continued reading.
Also, almost missed that. Also, it came to me with a lot of the pages. I don't know if you can see it, but dog-eared and folded over. So I get to find out what their favorites was. Their favorite on this one was sperm tax. Cool. I know a lot about this eBay seller. Anyway, thanks for joining the show. For those of you who do not know the running joke of this book, I look like I have very weird taste in literature. If you want to support the show, please do so. We use your money to buy Jay Leno's books. That's how it works on the show. So you can support us. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at laughfromhome.com, or of course you can super chat, Facebook star, Twitter super heart, all of that stuff. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce the person who really left a wonderful impression of me, on me. Really, really just is the reason.
Steve's having a stroke, you guys. What the fuck is happening to your brain right now?
I was trying to make a joke about how he's
on me. He's in me, he's on me.
I was trying to say how much I loved this book, and my brain wouldn't let me. My brain would not allow me to say I genuinely enjoy Jay Leno's Headlines book. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Bowers, everybody. Chris Bowers.
Oh, wow.
Yay!
Hey, thanks so much. By the way, I didn't know that was you. I did just sell my book on eBay for $78, so that was really awesome. You were who bought it. I
bought this for $375. So that ain't me.
$375. Wow.
Yeah.
It's also Christmas in July. I did also sold some toenail polish on there, which was fun. We had some bunch of extra toenail polish laying around. So did that. Sold that on eBay as well. So, you know, I'm in my Christmas coat, the Dirty Animals thing. So, yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Dirty Animals?
Huh? Yeah, this is the
Filthy Animals.
Oh, Filthy Animals. Sorry.
Christmas coat? Did someone say Christmas coat?
Uh-oh. Hey, I'm starting to tread. Hey, Queen Rachel's here if she's not screaming through her bedroom to get a Christmas coat. Oh, she's got her everything.
Apparently everybody poops.
Yeah, by the way, Rachel, that actually is the prequel to this book. So
I'm a sapiosexual. I like books.
I mean, a lot of you guys are really talking a lot of shit about my book here. I don't think it's very nice of you. Did you hear this? There's now a hit on the lives of Steve, Queen Rachel, and Bowers for talking so much shit about Jay Leno's Headlines.
Look, that is ridiculous and almost as ridiculous as your jacket. Let me just tell you that. Where are we in the show?
We have a fun overnight game. You guys want to hear what the overnight game is? It was super fun. I actually like this one a lot.
This is a lot more fun than sound check.
It was budget a band, so take a band name and make it worth less. I liked that. So Jeremy Day had Hot Wheels 20, which is actually Hot Wheels are better than cars, but I still worked. August Walsh had Peanut M&M.
Hey, Peanut M&M's better
than regular M&M? No,
yeah, love Peanut M&M.
Cliff Scott Wixier said the average Boss Tones.
Oh, that's so good.
Shag Nasty had Men on Break. He also had the album so that we could know it was Super Tramp, but it's Plain Tramp. I like Plain Tramp.
Nice.
Heather had a couple ones I really liked. She had Two of Bass. She also had Some Doubt. She also had, I like this one a lot, Meh Jovi. Just Meh Jovi. I like that one.
I got something that I like too, unless you got more Bowers.
I got 3 more. Smash had
more. I love Bowers limit us to 5 at the end of the show, and he gets about 300 at the top of the show that the audience.
Bowers, if you could just read the ones you don't like, I think that'll be faster.
Yes.
Okay, here's what I do. I take people that put effort into this game, and I try to recognize at least one of the things that they put in. And I'm
we know why you do it.
The list at 85, I'm going down to top 10, where you make 85 and just give all 85. So that's what I've been arguing about this whole time.
That is not true. He does 84. He edits 1 out.
Yes. So I have 2 more I really like. Dave Adler had an Insane Clown Individual. But my favorite, because it's true to my heart, it's near where I grew up, is Miami of Ohio Sound Machine.
I have something. Hold on. This just in. Someone just tipped the show, and it's worth interrupting you for, as if it is. Heather O'Connell, $5, and said, "Happy National Hot Dog Day, Bowers." Is it Hot Dog Day?
Yes, it's Hot Dog Day, baby. Yeah.
All right.
All day.
Every day is National Hot Dog Day for Chris Bowers.
Well, that's true. That's true. But today is the official Hot Dog Day for everybody else. Ben, did you have some I didn't steal already?
I do have some I enjoyed. I liked very much. Another Chris's entry, Inner Journey. Don't stop begleebing. Liked To the Rescue's submission of Kesha, but instead of a $sign, it's a cent sign in the middle.
I like that one.
Nice.
Yes.
Budget bands. Randy Longmire, strongly worded email against the machine. At Lane Boy with Mumford and Son. And Heather Farrell with Jefferson Paper Airplane. Renee H with Arcade Smolder. And that's it.
Nice.
All
right, well, today's game comes from something that turned it on Twitter. So I wanted to get this exactly right. So a sports writer named Jordan Cicelli, or Cicelli, I think, just did this one-off tweet.
What?
Cicelli. Okay.
I thought it was Bichette.
That is
now batting. Did you hear that echo? Now batting, Steve Hofstetter. Wow, that was fixed so fast it ruined my joke. Way to be on top of it, Taylor.
So this what's the game, Steve?
Oh no, I just want to let you guys finish. Okay, so the game. So a sports writer named Jordan Cicelli just put a tweet last night and just said, Bo Bichette joins a frat, bro Bichette. That was the joke. It ended up going viral, and all kinds of people played along. And so, like, I had one that said, Bo Bichette becomes a cheater, Astro Bichette. And it just became this big thing, and a lot of the publications picked it up. But we're going to do a similar thing to my name today. So, and based on how this goes. So we'll see. So do you guys have any examples?
So like, if you were drunk and throwing up, you'd be Heave Hofstetter?
Nice.
If you were afraid of being burnt outside in the sun and you wanted to wear long sleeves, you would be Sleeve Hofstetter.
Nice. And if I were to get sick of this game, I would be Leave Hofstetter. So that's how it works. That's how the game works.
Or it could be any part of the name. It could be that you just
That is
got
not how it
COVID.
works.
Yeah, I guess it is. If you just got COVID, you could be Steve Hofstetter.
That
Yes.
is.
That also works.
What do you mean? You can
Sure.
change any part of the name, right?
That's a different game, but fine.
What? What means a different game? That's the game.
Okay, you can change any part of the
Yeah,
name.
let's make that the game.
How is
So
it
if you-
not the game? What did you think? What rule was I breaking in your opinion?
Well, the game that I'm basing this on, the idea was it was always changing the first name.
Oh.
Wow,
But
if
so-
we
so-
need to base, if we need to be that rigid about a game that was another game that was another game, I mean, what's this world coming to?
Are you in front of a green screen of your office?
No.
Well, he's also dressed like a zookeeper for some reason. I like that shirt. But so my question,
Guys,
Ben,
we
is
bought a zoo.
then if Steve was a pig, would he eat out of a Steve trough setter? Does that work? Is that
Okay,
what's happening?
fine. That works. The way you play the game is you can comment. So comment in on any of the feeds: YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, wherever it is that you're watching us. Comment on any of the feeds. But of course, if you want to make sure that your entry is entered to win the prize, what you do is you do that with a super chat or a Venmo or a PayPal of at least $5. You'll be entered to win the prize, and that's how it works.
Hey guys, you want to see an autographed picture from my hero, Jack Hanna, famed zoologist? What the fuck? Jack Hanna, you guys. This would be a great time to spotlight me. Excellent time. Spotlight me on during the visual gag. There we go. Yeah, but in a little quarter box is the much better full screen for this. You know. Yes, I'm bigger than that. I'm not on a green screen, by the way. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I'm not on a green screen.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
his wall just fades. That's how it works. It's and it's just in a weird fadey wall place. Should we welcome the front row?
That's what I would do. Yeah, that's the next
All right,
step.
welcome front row. We got a big front row today. Thank you for joining us, each and every one of you. As always, lifeblood of the show. If you want to join the front row in the future, you can do so. Laughfromhome.com or become a Patreon at patreon.com/SDSC. So that said, my mouse is doing weird things. Welcome, Zach, TC, Jen, Brian, Becca, Zara, Shannon, Catherine, Frankie the Chin, Abby. I think I got everybody. The list was jumping around, so I think I got everybody. Frank has new exciting camera
Becca
angles
Lynn?
each week.
Did you say Becca Lynn? Did you say Catherine?
Yes.
Well, great. Great.
Good job.
I don't know why you're yelling.
We also have two great comics as always. We have
Thank you
Kelsey
so
Cook
much,
back
Ben
with us.
Glebe and Steve
Kelsey-
Hofstetter. Thank you so
Kelsey-
much, buddy.
Kelsey Cook is here. Kelsey,
Oh.
hello.
Shut the fuck up,
Yeah.
Ben. No, I'm kidding. Hi, guys. Everybody's
By the
sick
way-
of you in your hat. That's enough.
By the way, Kelsey, we appreciate you. We like your comedy because you say what all of us are thinking.
Oh, you know that's what I'm here for.
I've always thought your comedy's kind of far-fetched.
Oh.
Best opening sentence we've had on the show. We also have Mike Baldwin here. Mike Baldwin is here again. Say hello, Mike.
Hi. How's everybody doing today? Oh, whoops, daisy.
What's up,
That was
buddy?
a fantastic 1990s sitcom entrance, Mike. We really
I
appreciate
thought
that.
so. Yeah, that was good.
Thanks for having
Whenever
me.
does anybody else have whenever they move out of an apartment or a house, when it's all cleared out, like I always make sure that I'm the last person to leave, and then I flip out the lights and say something like, "Well, that ends that chapter," and I just shut the door like a sitcom. Does anybody else do that when they move? Because I do it every time. Is that weird?
No, I'm well adjusted, but no, it's a cool thing.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird move, I think, honestly. It's like, I just like to live in one place.
What you do
Now
is
you
you
look
gotta.
now you look like you sell back alley lemurs, man. Now you look like you're like in the trade. Like Zara's gonna come get you with a drone.
You just freaked me out with the phrase, you just like randomly pulled out of your back pocket, selling back alley lemurs.
Yeah, that was. Did Bowers just tell on himself? Like, what just happened there? Back alley.
Zara, get him! Zara, get him!
Yeah. By the way, guys, the back alley lemurs playing at the Roxy on Monday, so make sure to check them out.
The back alley lemurs playing apparently in Chris Bauer's back alley on Thursday.
Yeah.
Like I'm just picking a thing you would sell illegally, and you just look like a guy who would sell illegal Zoom animals. That's all
I
I'm
thought
saying.
it
You're in a
was-
dirty house. The windows are covered with your windows are covered with newspaper, so no one can see your lemurs. Yeah, there's a lemur. See, Sarah knows what I'm talking about.
I thought it was incredible. The specificity of that was perfect. Bowers,
Oh,
nicely done.
Yeah, thank you. He had that hat on.
He's been reading a lot of Jay Leno. He's getting getting those writing chops.
All right.
All right, Rachel, we got anything to catch up on before we get
do.
rolling?
We had some pre-show tips. I do want to say this was a really funny comment that I told a Bowers pre-show. So people were trying to go back and forth deciding, do they watch on Ben's stream or on Steve's YouTube stream?
Yes.
And they were deciding, they're like, oh, but the banter, the chat's better on YouTube, on Steve's stream. And then Carl said, well, Ben's stream is a bit like space. No one can hear you scream.
You know what it is? Here's what it is. It's a restaurant, and Ben's stream is just the private room. So, like, if you want to go with your friends and not be interrupted by other people, you watch on Ben's stream, and if you want to be part of the bigger restaurant, you watch on mine.
Well, I would rather that Kelsey says her opening line again.
What if I just like clicked out like that was my whole set is just that sentence and then I just leave?
Kelsey, you would have no idea the tips you would get from that. That would be.
I need money. Should I? I'll just go.
Let me just say there are currently 11 people on my YouTube, including Jessica Keibel and Jan Johnson and others. So that's the place to be. We all know that.
And the chat is just all 7 of them going, ah!
Yeah. I love, by the way, Ben said 11 and Barrett said 7. It's not because he misheard him. He just assumed that 4 had signed off by now.
I don't count both Ben's nephews and his mom and dad as the part of the
I'm sorry, Ben. We love you very much, and sorry that we're being so mean. Dude, it's fun.
Well, we
Want to quickly say, I love to make love to a lemur. I love to get a hold of a lemur, put them back there, and just let them have at it. You know what I'm saying? Chris Bowers here, and that's my motto. I bang lemurs. Thank you. Go back to you.
Oh my God, is that what you meant by back alley?
Oh yeah, smart.
Yeah. Madagascar changed my life, bro. That's when I knew.
Well, what you gotta do is, I mean, first
That
it
was
starts
a good
instantly. You're just
movie.
trying to smuggle a lemur back into the United States. You put him in your butt, and all of a sudden you realize you like it too much. You get it.
I get
All
it.
right, can I do more tips?
Let's do more tips, Rachel.
We have a lot to catch up on. There was a lot of pre-show stuff. So we've got Eric Finnick, $2, and he said, I'm here to bother you and interrupt your show. So
Oh.
he did just that.
Nice.
Abby tipped the show $30 and said hi.
Hey.
Thank you, Abby.
Jess tipped the show $5 and said, very nice. I have a thing for sports coats.
Nice.
And then she tipped the show another $5 and said, and Rachel's wearing nothing. My day is done. I have
Sweet.
thing on.
Ah.
We've got Keith, $20 for the show and said laughs. And then Allison, $5 and said happy National Hot Dog Day, Bowers. So
By the way, was the tip for laughs or was the tip like encouraging? Where they'd be like, here's
probably
here's
needs more
$5.
laughs.
Can you guys
Laughs.
get
Come
going here?
on.
Nice. Yeah, Rachel's got that mermaid
I
hair
don't know
just
what-
covering everything that's important. I like it.
Yeah.
Are we caught up, Rach?
We're caught up.
It's going to be on Epics. They're shooting like a socially
Yeah.
distanced outdoor comedy series. So it's a handful of us doing a half-hour comedy special each. So it's the weirdest time. I haven't been on an actual stage in 4 months and got divorced since the last time I was telling jokes. So now I have to like reframe relationship material. It's interesting, but it's like, well, what else am I going to do?
I love the idea that Epics waited to get into the stand-up game until stand-up stopped happening.
Yeah, this is our time.
Yeah, Epix was just like, you know what's been really successful for Netflix? Stand up. And they're like, nah, but it just seems too easy to get into. Why don't we wait till it's difficult? Be like, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Kelsey, I also say this, Kelsey, every time you get divorced, it gets a little easier. So this one's going to be tough, but the next one, the second one, you just get in stride. By the time you get to the third divorce, you don't even worry about it anymore. It's not a big deal. You don't have to change material. You just go back to the divorce material you had before you got married again. It just interchanges
smart.
eventually. Yeah, it's like,
It's like
I got fat jokes, I got skinny jokes, I got middle jokes. Like when I get fat, I tell my fat jokes, and when I get skinny, I tell my skinny jokes. And, it's just how it works. It's fine.
Yeah, getting divorced is like riding a roller coaster. Like as soon as you finish getting divorced, you're like, I was scared before that was happening, but I want to do it again.
Oh, you guys are giving
once
me
you
a lot of
know,
hope. I
once you
appreciate
know, it won't kill you. You're like, fuck it, I'll do this 7 times. Who gives a shit? I can just leave whenever I want.
I was
All right,
kidding,
cool.
but Bowers is giving genuine advice.
I'm being totally serious. I'm being totally serious. I mean, the bachelorette parties get worse and worse as you get older. Like by the time it's the 3rd or 4th marriage, just you and your daughter, it's real sad. But up to that point, it's
us, man. End on a downer note.
I meant that positively. I'm just saying, it's gonna
By
be,
the way, end on a downer
it's gonna be okay.
And on a downer note is also how you can describe his marriages. Queen Rachel, what do we got coming in?
We do. So we had Tam Brown tip Kelsey $5 and said, Kelsey, I'll give you a tiara and Jello shots for dick jokes.
Thank you so much. What a beautiful offer.
We also had Matthew Plummer $5 for Kelsey. I'm not sure how many Jello shots this buys.
You guys are very big on the Jello shots. Okay.
Do you remember that you did a joke about Jello shots?
I do, yes.
I'm
I
just making sure.
Yes.
You seemed very like, why are they all talking about Jello shots all of a
No, I
sudden?
just mean, like, this is a coincidence.
You're
I
like-
felt.
You're like, that's
Whatever.
the thing you keyed on? I get what you're saying. I will say, I did see a hack on the internet. When you make your Jello shots, instead of putting them right, flip them upside down. So then when the Jello is stuck to the lid, so when you open them, you don't have to use your tongue to get them out of there. They just look right off the lid. It's pretty good. Pretty good tip.
Oh, interesting. That's cool. I like that tip.
Yeah.
Saves you a lot of tongue time.
Thank you guys for the tips you're giving me. I really appreciate it.
We've got a couple more coming in. We had Zara $15 and said, solidarity, Kelsey. Although I'm now trying to figure out how to include an Allen key into my BJ game.
Hey, that sounds like a trip to the ER. Maybe don't do that. But.
Like, no, turn counterclockwise. Sorry, go ahead.
We also had Peter Amsel, 6 Canadian, said, Kelsey, Miss America on The Bachelor. Perfect.
Oh, thanks,
Nice.
guys. Thank you.
Christopher Capo, $10 for Kelsey. Thanks for telling Ben to shut the fuck up.
That's the way to get tips, Kels.
If you guys will pay me to say that, I'll be on every show. I don't mind. I'll stop it.
Do you do ringtones, Kelsey?
I do.
A ringtone?
That's awesome.
We also had Renee Dupay, $5 and said, well done.
Thank you.
Yay.
So much, you guys. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Well, Kelsey's got to go, so we're gonna say goodbye to Kelsey. Thanks so much for being here. Appreciate it. I know you're doing a bunch of other stuff to get ready for your special. Good luck on that. Where do we find you out in the world?
So you can follow me on Instagram at Kelsey Cook Comedy. My website is kelseycook.com. You can watch my foosball web series called Risks of Fury on YouTube, and my podcast is called Self Helpless.
Awesome.
And just,
thanks so much.
I just want to also vouch for Self Helpless. It's fantastic. Kelsey co-hosts it with Taylor Thompson, Delaney Fisher, 3 hilarious people. So please go check out that podcast.
Thank you, Steve. Thanks.
Absolutely.
Yes, and thank you for being here, Kelsey. Shut the fuck up, please.
Oh, you were just waiting. How long are you even sitting on that? Just fucking wolf licking your chops. You could not help yourself.
All right. Well, we'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Appreciate
Bye, guys.
you
Have a
being
good
here.
one.
Bye.
Awesome. Well, that was fun. All
We had
right.
a couple more come in. So we have
right.
Jessica tipped Kelsey $20 and said, Miss Kelsey F pageants, wink, wink, hi. And then Richard sent in a general $10, have a beer on me. And then Tesha $5 for Bowers' mom. We love him very, very much. Hashtag Team Bowers.
Oh,
Thank you. She loves me too. And like I said, it was said with love, but she's just like, I don't know why you're not more popular. I'm like, yeah, I got 8 people that like me, I guess. So we're good.
I
Well, I
don't
was gonna
count,
if I
I don't
if I-
count your nephews and your sister and your brothers and your family.
Oh no, they all hate me. It's just my mom, Ben. It's just my mom. I have a very specific family. It's my mom and no one else probably. That's my family. That like, well, you know, my sister and I like each other, kind of, I guess. But
Actually, Ben's nephews said that they do prefer Bowers' comedy, so they're fans as well.
Don't listen to them, Jack. Where are you, Jack?
See over there? Oh, that Jack Hanna. I thought you had a kid under your desk. I will.
That's what you
I didn't
thought?
mean it that way. No, I didn't mean it that way. I meant somebody hide in your office, not the way you thought it. That's
I didn't think you meant it the way that you end up thinking I thought it.
Okay, I'm glad. That's not what I meant.
This is what happens when
If
we
I
do
did,
the show later.
Are we doing a show? If I get toenail polish, should I make it the colors of my jacket or should it be opposite of my jacket? What do you
I
think?
take it all back. Sound check is a lot of fun. Let's start the show. I mean, also,
Up, Rachel?
I could live the rest of my life without hearing about Bauer's toenail polish again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Bowers, what is the toenail polish thing? What is happening? Are you polishing your toenails?
No. I'm thinking
Okay.
about it. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet.
Well, here's the weird thing. So Ben and Bowers and I, right before this, we're all just doing a corporate gig. And so it's where we do stand up for 20 people who have been tricked into be there and all their microphones are on mute. It's a ton of fun. If you guys ever want to doubt your jokes, it's great. My jokes are actually mad at me because they were like, "We thought you believed in us." I was like, "Nope, not anymore. I don't." Yeah, we're fresh from that, and so this is a fun little silly excursion.
Yeah, it is a little weird to just yell into the darkness and hope that they're laughing behind because they're not even turning their cameras on sometimes. Like, at least if you got, like, Jessica's muted sometimes, but at least her camera's on so we can see when she's laughing and smoking pot and there's birds in her yard or whatever, you know? So
Shut the fuck up.
I texted Steve during the show because I was going on last on the show, and I said, "Can you please tell them to turn their cameras on?" So Steve goes back on. He was hosting the show, and he goes back on. He goes, "So I noticed your guys' cameras are off," and then just did 2 minutes of jokes about cameras being off. Never told them to put their fucking cameras on.
I did at the next time. I was
Oh yeah,
hosting
you
it
also
the next
forgot
time.
then, and then you just said it after my intro. After this whole build, you were like, "And you know him from this show and this thing he did." Oh, and by the way, if you could turn your cameras on, no, never mind. Okay, cool. Ben Glebe, everybody.
I got 2 of them to turn their cameras on, and you're welcome, Ben.
Thank you.
It was very, very difficult. I got 2 of them to turn their cameras on so we could tell whether or not they were laughing, and sometimes they were.
Fuck you.
Also,
Now,
like,
by
we
the
were
way,
supporting
just
each other's
one
set.
last little thing.
What, Bowers?
Go ahead, Steve.
Okay,
So
we were
the other
supporting
two
each
is the
other's.
one-
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
Hey, I'm taking it.
Oh, wait, no.
We were
We
supporting,
were supporting each other's sets.
So we were supporting each other's sets. And so I was hosting, so I did the majority of my material up front. And so Bowers and Ben are laughing, and then Bowers goes on, and then me and Ben are laughing. And then Ben texts us and just goes, "Hey, it's really important. Can you guys make sure to laugh during mine?" And we were like, "No, we get to get a sound check. Good luck to you." And then we just left. It was a lot of fun.
I watched the first 15 minutes, which was very good, though I will say the one person who did put her camera on, you spent 10 minutes telling her how boring her job must be and making fun of her. So it was like, well, maybe that's why no one has their camera on, because you're like, oh, does it suck to have a job this boring that during your presentation I almost fell asleep? It was like, oh, fuck, I laughed really loud because it was really fucking hilarious. But like, it encourages more people to turn their cameras on. That's all I'm saying.
That's why the key is to get them to have the cameras on before the set begins. Because my jokes are definitely not going to get them to dive into that pool. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Rachel.
We had Andrew in our live audience tip the show $10 and said, "For Chris's pedicure splurge."
Ooh, that'll be a lot of toenail polish. I like it.
How much does toenail polish even cost?
A couple
I don't know.
bucks.
Couple bucks.
Mhm.
Couple bucks. Okay.
Bubble butts.
What?
Couple bucks. Are we caught up? Are we caught up, Rachel?
Mama Llama Walla.
Mama Walla. Danny Montana, everybody.
Danny, Alabama.
Alabama.
Yeah, but Danny Montana's a great name though too. You got to keep that in mind.
I love when
Sounds like a
we fuck up the
character
fake
Keanu
names.
Reeves played at some point.
For sure, for sure. All right, Rach, we caught up?
We're caught up.
All right, let's get to our second comic. Returning champion. He looks like he's in the same kitchen, but it's a different kitchen, a whole different kitchen. Give her very funny Mike Baldwin, everybody. Mike Baldwin.
Hi, everybody. This isn't plugged in to anything. This is the other end of it. I don't know why I'm even using it. It's just anyway. These are my kitchen cabinets. Somebody wanted to see inside it. They wrote it in the chat. Here's the other side. See, it's like half food, but then also like stuff that you use with food is in that same area. So it's like if I'm gonna make some food, I might need some of this stuff. It all has a purpose. I just want you to know it's not. I'm gonna keep this out because I might eat some of that here in a minute. But anyway, just so you guys know, this election that's coming up is the most important election of our lifetimes, and so I want you to know that I just registered for a housewarming registry at Target, and so if you could go on there and buy me some things, that would be awesome. I know that you think that I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. It's a real thing. So yeah, it's this whole thing has been crazy, man. My niece is in high school. She's mad that her prom got canceled this year, and she's super upset about that. But that sucks for all the high school kids, I guess. But I'll tell you who it's good for. Fucking losers. They're all excited about it. They're like, dude, I was totally going to go to prom, dude. It's like, no, you were not. Yeah, dude. Me and Becky Boombakis was going to go together. I don't know what's going to happen. Every week, it seems like there's something different that's going on. Like, I remember at the beginning, it was all about ventilators and stuff. Remember that? Everybody just sounded like whiny girlfriends. They're like, we need a bunch of ventilators. They're like, well, we don't have any ventilators. And they're like, just make them. They're like, I can't just, I don't have a ventilator maker. I'll call the guy and see if the guy can make a bunch of them. I think he's pretty busy right now, but just make them. And it's like, all right, we made like 1 million of them. What do you want me to do with them? We don't even fucking need those. We never cared about those. It's all about tests now. Now everybody wants a test, And it's like, that's why there's a whole bunch more cases, because there's a whole bunch more tests, Like, I didn't have any STDs, and then I got tested for STDs, and STD numbers skyrocketed. All right. No, I don't know. I'll still, like, if my mom has to go to the doctor sometimes. So, like, if I go there with her, I'll wear a mask or whatever, I'm not a dick about it. But some people are, some people are like, I don't have to wear a mask. And they're like if I am wearing pants and I fart, you can still smell it, can't you? So what's the point? And that's true, But then Yahoo did a study, and it turns out that coronavirus molecules are actually like way smaller than fart molecules. So that's why. That's why on that. I don't know. What's just every week it's something different, For a while it was Russian collusion. Remember that? I feel like that phrase is like if you cheat on your wife and somebody's like, hey, you guys know Becky, right? And you're like, ugh. Like, we don't talk about her anymore. Not in front of over there, you know. Like but at first everybody was into it. They're like, he's a Russian asset. And they're like, he's not a Russian asset. And they're like, well, he was working with them. And they're like, nope, he wasn't doing that either. And they're like, well, he likes them. Like, all right, he likes them. I don't know. I feel like Biden voters, I think, are like vegans, and Trump voters are like McDonald's eaters. You know, like vegans will let you know, like, I'm a vegan, and they'll let you know how shitty they think McDonald's is. But like McDonald's people just like quietly swing by on their way to work. Like they ain't gonna say nothing to anybody. Because they know if they're like, I ate a Big Mac for breakfast, people are going to be like, do you know how terrible that is? All right, I'm just not going to say anything. Forget about it, I guess. All right. If you want, when you're done with this, oh yeah, they said 37. They told me that if you have jokes that have numbers in them, then a lot of times people will tip that amount of money. I forgot to do the jokes that have numbers in them, but I'll tell you what, 37, buddy. 37. I'll tell you. All right. Sweaty sex is the best kind of sex, but only if both of you are sweaty.
Yes.
Let's see. In the Midwest, we have tornadoes, and in Florida, they have hurricanes. We both have spinny shit that messes stuff up, you know. But theirs is just wetter than ours. Theirs is more into it than ours are. All right. My name's Mike Baldwin. Look me up. Go to MikeIsFunny.com and click on the Target registry. I really need those plates.
Mike Baldwin, everybody. Mike
one more
Baldwin.
time.
That was an awesome cooking show that Mike just did. Thank you, Mike Baldwin. The tip jar is open. If you want to throw a couple rubles Mike's way, you can do so. Top right of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at laughfromhome.com, or of course you can super chat. And by the way, Mike, I love the idea that someone actually had to do a fart test. Like that was a scientist's job. Like they signed up to be a scientist.
Fart into the microscope.
Yeah, they're just like, what are we doing today? They're like, what are we doing today? And they're like, well, lean over. That's what we're doing today. We're figuring out if you can still smell this. Johnson, put a second pair of jeans on. Let's do this. Like that.
I fucking love those jokes about not wearing masks. I thought they were so good. And it's like, I love getting a Big Mac on the way to work and then telling people to go fuck themselves when they tell me to wear a mask.
Karen Glebe is back. Welcome back, Karen. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. But you know who's not pretty good? Joe Biden, because he's like trying to be president and also is like, doesn't say asshole things. He's like, how do I know you're a strong leader?
Karen, I heard you peed on the floor of a Verizon store. Is that true?
Yeah, because I said, you don't gonna give me 4 bars in the Verizon store. I'll give you 4 bars of sunshine raining down like a golden parade.
It's my fault for asking that question. I apologize.
Thanks, Steve.
Give you 4 bars of sunshine.
No.
Like,
4
I
Bars
love
of Sunshine is banned from the Roxy, actually.
Yeah.
Fine. I just love Baldwin's jokes. God, I wish I could just cook shit in that kitchen and we could just like MAGA it up together. You know what I mean?
Rachel,
Yeah,
what do we got
open those
coming in?
cabinets, bitch.
So now you make me not want to. I don't like it.
Whatever.
either.
You're being a little pussy.
Oh my god.
Rachel, what do we got?
We do. We've got Jess, $20. Mike, you have a nicely shaped head. I would have gone
Thank
to prom
you.
with you. Can you take moms?
I'll take you to somewhere, but it's not gonna be the place that I don't ask.
He just bailed completely. He just left the whole kitchen. He's like, and then
I'm not.
Mike,
I'm better at texting. It gives me time to come up with the responses and stuff.
Mike, you just Bowers that joke. You just totally were like, nah, forget about this. By the way, what's wrong with Mom Prom? You should totally do Mom Prom.
Mom prom.
I'm into it. I don't know who it is that's asking this. It's mom.
Mom Prom
by itself doesn't.
Mom Prom is 100% chaperones.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
the problem is you can't wear you're not supposed to wear jeans to a prom. So what do they wear? They don't know what to wear.
Can I smoke in here? I'm sorry, you guys. I didn't know if I. Sorry.
Yeah, you're in the smoking section of your apartment. That's good.
Cool.
All right. We also had Tam. I think who's in our live audience today. Welcome back, Tam. Tip Mike $5.37. Mike.
Nice.
Okay, that's nice. Thank you.
And then Abby tipped you $37 and said,
Nice.
"It's your lucky day."
Yes.
Bullshit you pulled worked? That's ridiculous.
Awesome. That's awesome. Thank you very much. That's so cool.
Well, my next stand-up set, I'm gonna do a whole bunch of jokes about 7 million. That's what I'm gonna do. All set.
No, you got to be realistic. That's what's great. Is like Mike looks like he would deserve $37. He knew where to shoot. He knew a part. He knew 38.
Thanks,
no one's giving him
man.
shit. He's
No.
got a
Thank you.
$37
Bowers.
face. That's a $37 kitchen. He knows the top dollar he's gonna get. That was a good fucking move.
Bowers, Mike looks like $37. We'll put him in a new tax bracket. That's what he looks like.
He's gonna declare all these Target gifts on his taxes. That's what I want to know.
Yeah. Be like, wow, the
Do I
registry's
have
full
to?
now.
It
What?
Probably
Do I
counts
have
as
to?
counts as income technically, probably.
Taxes are fucking slavery, and we all know that.
We also had Matthew Plummer $5. Mike, that set was brutally funny. I loved it.
Thanks,
And
dude.
then Andrea Gordon $10. Mike, this is for the 2 sets of Christmas string lights in dark green on the registry.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
That's what's on your Target registry? You're like, I really need these dark green Christmas lights.
The other Christmas lights on my all year round Christmas tree burned out, so I needed to get some new ones. It's gonna be the Halloween tree soon.
Going to get him some orange lights for his Halloween tree. That would help.
Ooh.
Oh.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, really.
Steve, if you want to give Mike an orange light, just put a light bulb up your ass and smile.
Hello.
Hey.
Ben, did you just tell me to smile more?
Yep. You
Oh,
better
no.
believe it.
All right. We also had Andrew in our live audience tip Mike $37 for Mike's hopes and dreams.
Yeah, that's awesome.
This
man.
fucking
Thanks.
bullshit worked. That is.
Hey. See, I was always that
Awesome.
guy. Like in high school, I would stand next to Glenda, the lunch lady, and when people would get their change, I would be like, "Can I have that?" And the first time I did it, it was like pathetic and sad. But the 10th time I did it, I didn't even have to ask. People were just like, "Here, dude." So I have no problem getting money in shitty ways, as long as it's legal and kind. And that's what this is, I think.
I think.
Do you guys want to tip him your lunch money? That would be great. I love that, like that stereotypical thing for bullies is like, give me your lunch money. And Mike is just like, if you have any left over, please.
Yeah, it works.
He's a reverse bully.
Yeah.
I am. I'm just like, hey man, I'm gonna be your friend until you give me some money.
You just ask the lunch counter if they can make everything cost like something with like 15 cents at the end of it, so that there's more change. Like you're just like,
Ooh, smart.
enough of this $4.99. Make it $5.15. It'll be better for me.
Yeah, he
Smart.
voted for Obama
That's
just
smart.
because he was hoping for change.
I crafted this government and our banking system so this kind of scam could not be perpetrated.
He's
Gotta throw another
dressed up
27
like
in, Ben.
money.
You cannot put me in your pocket, Mike. I don't want
I-
to be anywhere near your pants, Mike.
You're not. You're way away, far, and I'm on a phone.
Okay. well,
Hey, Mike, that was the best yes and I've ever seen.
I do wish you would stop smoking, however, Mike.
Yeah, no, that's on the list of things that I'm gonna quit one day.
Yeah, Mike's gonna use that. Mike's gonna use Ben's head rolled up for something else, though. Rachel, what else we got?
We've got a bit to catch up on. We've got Razor tipped Mike $5 and said, "For Mike, no notes. You were perfect, Steve. Regarding your fuck, marry, kill today, you fuck the Easter bunny because you're fertilizing a multicolored egg, and baby will be the chosen one. You'll be in jail, but that's the sacrifice you make for the world peace."
Yes.
Did Mike write that? Because that sounds like a Mike Baldwin joke.
That
wasn't me.
It was a reference to a YouTube video from today, but it was a very detailed, specific, and weird reference. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, God.
We also had Neil Sr. tip Mike $37 and said, "I love the jokes."
Damn it.
Dude,
We have
a lot of
more.
here's a hug. I'm hugging
That's
you.
that's a lot of toenail polish, Mike. You're getting a lot of toenail polish with that.
I'm not gonna
Krista-
buy any toenail polish with it. Bowers.
Yeah, that's already on his registry. Why would he buy it also?
Christopher Capo $37.37 and said, "For Mike,
Ooh.
just because, no other reason for this amount."
By the way, there was actually a baseball player whose number was, oddly enough, 37, and he was paid, he signed a contract for $373,373.37 because he was stupid and could have just tried to get $400,000.
And this is the segment of the show where Steve becomes Rain Man.
Is it Rain Man to remember the number 37? That's
Who was this baseball player?
Charlie Kerfeld.
I mean, Steve, literally was like, his number is 37, signed for 30.
It's a ridiculous story. I remember the story.
His name, Charlie Kerfel. Definitely Charlie Kerfel. Definitely Charlie Kerfel.
All right. We also had Zara tip Mike $10 and said, "I see by your shirt that it's not leg day today, but I hope your local ninjas are keeping their masks on while raking those crunchy leaves."
My shirt says "Ninjas hate crunchy leaves." Get it?
So,
You
my-
You can buy one of these at mikeisfunny.com too. Boo!
And
only comics ever sell merch on the show, and now he's got a Target gift registry. Like,
yes.
Amazon wish list is next.
And
Mike
also,
actually-
you can get Mike's shirt at his website. Also, if you watched last time Mike was on, I let you know that I have one of those shirts. Update to that, you can now also get Mike's shirt at the local Goodwill.
By the way,
there for $2.
I don't remember if I told this story the last time Mike was on, but Mike is actually the only comic I've ever seen sell merch or hear of sell merch at a festival. He was leading the Seattle Comedy Festival by so much that his last set didn't count. He had already won, and so he sold merch during his set.
I'm more amazed that Ben Glebe knows what Goodwill is. Jesus Christ, you knew that was a thing? And
You
haven't
mean the
given
store? Do you mean
I'm
the
just saying
store or the
you've never
concept?
given no, the fact that you've never given your shit to Goodwill makes me think you don't know it exists. You know, you can take any of that stuff in your office, just drop it off, and they'll take it for free. You don't need to keep
Okay,
it.
your sound just didn't work. But also, I'll tell you, the other day, literally a day and a half ago, or no, this morning, the Vietnam Peoples of America came and picked up 6 bags of things from my house. And because Carmel made me do a summer cleaning. And I swear to God, there were several bags that looked like they were bigger than when I last saw them. And at 3 a.m, I went through the bags and pulled a bunch of stuff out of the bag.
Oh my god.
We still gave a lot of
Oh,
stuff away, but
goodness.
there was a couple gems in there that she was trying to sneak out the house, and I was not having it, bro.
Also,
what
by
were
the
the-
way, Bowers, there's a lot of stuff Goodwill won't take, and I think we've found it.
what were the top 3 things you pulled out, Ben, that you thought were quote unquote gems?
Yeah.
There was a blue T-shirt, bright blue with a pineapple on it, and I felt like that should have been enjoyed for a little bit longer. There was a perfectly
Absolutely.
yes, perfectly good black towel. My girl's like, I just bought cushy white towels. We're trying to go all white. I'm like, what if we had to clean something? You don't clean something with a white towel, and so grab that out of there. And then something. There was a back and back hair and butt hair groomer that I had in a container that I got at a comedy festival. Actually, I had it in a container for about 15 years. And Carmel's like, "Do you use it? Have you ever used it? Have you opened it?" I'm like, "No, but I might, and I could." And she said, "Don't," and I took it.
This relationship advice brought to you by Ben Glebe.
In case your butt hair someday gets out of control, you've got the thing you need. I love it.
I gotta say, Ben, I'm glad you have that, because I have been worried that one day your butt hair might get out of control, and just in case that happens, now you're covered. And so I've been worrying. You're a dear friend,
Not covered.
and I was thinking that Ben seems sad lately, and there are a lot of things that can cause sadness, and overgrown butt hair could be one of them. And
Look, I
so,
don't know. I don't know why I'm sharing this, but I have a little bit of hair in my butt, not an unnatural amount, and it's always made me sad because I always wanted to be able to be one of those guys that could moon people, and I never felt comfortable on account of the hair. I should have used that machine. I've never used it. Maybe I will soon.
Moonapalooza, I'm ready. All right, Rachel, what else we got before we play?
Now I know what soft confessions feels like, and it doesn't feel good.
It's not
It
great.
doesn't feel good. It doesn't.
Hold on. Can I say a cool thing that just happened? Somebody just bought me. I just got an email that said I got a $37 Target gift card.
I bet I know who that was from. I bet it was from Jessica. Jess
I hope
tipped
so.
Mike twice, 2 more times, and said, first $5, Mike, do you have merch? And then you mentioned the shirt, and then she tipped another $2 and said, my son loves the shirt. Thanks, Mike.
Oh, nice. Right on. Look at that.
What was the name of the person that gave you that gift card?
I don't know. I can't close this app. I'm scared.
I understand.
yeah, Mike, I actually recommend a great deal of people close this out. If we had closed it 5 minutes ago, we wouldn't have learned about Ben's butt hair. So
didn't even get
Guys,
Well,
I
you
was
can-
doing
you're-
performance art. I was doing performance. I don't have any butt hair. That was an elaborate.
I don't have it.
move.
I
oh
don't
my
have
god, I
any
thought you were
butt
saying
hair.
you were doing performance art with the butt hair. Like it was some sort of like
No,
And by the way, Steve, you can have a bunch of people turn off. Ben can have 11 people turn off, just to make sure we're clear.
By the way, on Ben's target registry is actually a bunch of hair ties and a topsy tail. We won't say what it's for, but
what the fuck's a topsy tail?
Well,
it's an
okay, you ever-
infomercial product to braid your hair.
You ever seen a horse, Ben? You're gonna look like a horse after you use the topsy tail. That's what's gonna happen.
That's awesome. I want to be a horse.
Rachel, what else do we have?
All right. So we're done with Mike's tips, and then we've got a
Aw.
super chat from Wet Towel, and said, "You guys are the best trio ever."
Oh,
So like a
Cool.
tripod.
All
No, I think-
5 of us.
yeah. No, I think that's a Ben burn. I don't think he's part of it. I think me and you and Steve.
No,
are the
I
best
think
trio ever.
they meant Ben and 2 of his characters.
Whatever, guys. Whatever.
Just don't stand
Ben.
up, Ben.
Ben, you're sounding a little hoarse.
Oh.
I walked into a bar and the bartender said, "Hey, why the long face?"
Oh.
I just realized that's the most prolonged groan I've ever gotten from a joke. That groan lasted through Ben's tag to the joke. That's how long that groan was.
So weird.
We also had Allison tip the show $3 and said, "Stop the butt hair for Rachel's sake." Appreciate that person a
Please,
lot.
and everyone else's.
For Rachel's sake, how about for my sake? Am I wrong?
You started
Oh,
it.
you
No, you get it. Stop the butt hairs,
Oh.
though. Stop the
Yeah.
growing. Okay, anyway.
The good thing about Ben taking the butt hair trimmer out is he didn't have to save one of the sweaters.
Honestly, that's hurtful. And now you don't get a ride later, Steve.
I'm totally okay with that.
I hope Steve's better at riding a horse than he is a bird scooter, because that'd be fucking terrible.
Yeah, after 3 tries, I just return it and go, you guys go on ahead. So,
I'm just gonna walk this horse.
Also, Bowers, if you're gonna ride me, it can't be perpendicular, okay, bro?
Bowers just tells the horse to lie down.
Hey, it's not called beating a dead horse for nothing.
It's, oh my God.
Oh God.
Rachel, do we have anything else?
I think we have one more that just came in. Allison again, $3. Yes, Ben, you are wrong. Let me just on that one.
About what? I was wrong about what?
Just in
I
general.
hate it.
Just
I gotta
in
say,
general.
don't know what that
referring to?
comment refers to, but I agree.
I agree.
What are you guys even talking about? Did I ever tell you about the time where Bowers took me to my stable and then made me feed myself my own carrots when he asked me to marry me? Marry him?
You know I'd never touch a carrot, Ben.
Even the kind on a diamond ring.
I think it's cute. You think I can afford a whole carrot? That's nice. even on her credit, we were 3/4 of a carrot. Come on.
Yeah. And he means the vegetable.
Exactly.
All right, should we play the
Are we
game?
caught up? Are we
Yeah,
ready
let's
for
play
the game?
So
All
the
right.
game today is, I don't know how to fucking explain it, but try and rhyme something with Steve's name. Is that the game?
Yes. Try to rhyme something with Steve's name. That's a great game.
Everyone is
So I'm going to read the unpaid entries that I really like, and then we'll go to the live audience to go through their entries and the other YouTube and Venmo entries. And we start voting from the live audience on. So these are the unpaid entries that I like. D Universe had stuck on a pogo stick, Steve Hopsteady. It's close enough.
That works.
Oh my God, what the fuck? K Thanks Bye had, he's past expiration. He'd be Steve Offstead.
I like it.
And then 2 more I really liked. Greg Murphy had, can someone get someone pregnant for conceive Hofstetter?
I'm quarantined alone, so that is not happening.
And then Troy Masters had B horror film movie Hoff Slenderman.
Okay.
I liked it. All right, and then let's go to Zara.
Okay, so I have some little puns for my lady. So when Steve needs to get off in court, I would get him a reprieve Hofstetter.
Nice.
Oh.
But afterwards, we'd have to debrief Hofstetter.
Nice.
Steve in a hurricane versus a cyclone, according to Mike, Steve Hofsweater. When international travel reopens, Steve Hofsjetter.
Ooh.
This last one, I was buttering you up the whole time. Here we go. When it comes to the female reproductive system, naive Hofstetter.
Oh, damn!
Burn! Pew, pew, pew.
Oh, that is, I need SPF for that one.
Need some Jamie Kennedy burn cream, my friend.
Oh, we're squaring a hat. That's fun.
Let's go to Brian.
Hey.
I love it.
I have a list of 42, but I'll just pick the top 2. As you can see the
Game
rest
to
on my
burn me and
Instagram.
Ben's okay, sorry.
My Instagram story later. So I have if Steve was I guess on Knight Rider, he'd be Hassel Hofstetter. And if he was I guess a teacher, he'd be College Profstetter.
I love it.
I like it.
Taminator.
Hello. For truth in a name, Steve Pedenstetter.
Wait, what?
Street
For
what?
truth in a name, can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Steve Pedenstetter.
Pedant?
Pedant? Excessively over concerned with
pedant.
details. Pedant.
I
whatever.
literally just corrected your pronunciation of the word.
Pronunciation? The pronunciation?
No, I'm laughing because what I just did was pedantic. So sorry, go ahead.
I'm
Steve,
stubborn.
I am a horse, and I know the word is pronunciation, not pronunciation.
I was laughing too hard, Mr. Ed. I apologize.
When Ben is off the rails more than usual or talking about butt hair. Aggrieved Hofstetter. And just to pander, Steve Hecklesetter. Heckle Shredder. Sorry.
Heckle Shredder.
Nice.
Oh, I like
Heckle
Heckle Shredder. Nice.
Okay. Catherine, do you want to do one on air?
Not sure.
Let's do it.
I've got a few, but they don't really rhyme.
That's all right.
So you don't have any.
Feel free and just say anything you'd like.
I'll go with the one I've literally just written down with. I think because I'm English, I think in America you call when you're skipping school hooky.
Yep.
Steve Hooky Sitter.
Nice.
Works.
I should have
That
done that
works.
before this game started.
All right. Andrew, Frankie, Abby, you guys have any? Shaking their heads. Okay.
By the way, Steve,
All right,
Steve
so
doesn't
that
know
means-
what it's called when you skip school because he never skipped school in his whole life.
That's not true. Sometimes I went to baseball games.
If I had Steve's teachers as old as they were, I would have skipped all the time.
Actually,
good looking kids.
what I did
Go
is I
back.
skipped school to go to a different school. That's how big of a nerd I am.
I guarantee Steve went to the baseball game and then kept the full box score of the game.
That is utterly correct.
All right, these are the rest of the entries. We've got Razor, The Fly. Ben stumbles into Steve's machine to make the most annoying monster ever, Glebe Hofstetter.
Hey, now, that one hurt. Hey, now.
We also have Andrea, made a terrible mistake, conceive Hofstetter. Andrea, Steve joins the Navy, shore leave Hofstetter.
That's how you play the game. You guys get it?
Well, shortly.
Oh.
And Andrea, can't wait for this year to be over. New Year's Eve Hofstetter.
Hey.
Then we had Eric, had sloth better, lost a lot of money at the races. Steve sloth better.
Okay.
Sloth better. All right. Because he's slow. He loses the races. He's slow. I get it.
Thank you for explaining that. Renee had, after quarantine, he'll be Steve Cockspreader. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, she said.
Shit. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I don't know what that even means. How do you spread your cock? What does that mean?
Around town. It's around town.
I'll show
How
you.
big is it? Around town?
Well, yeah, it's a foot and a half long. It's like a
Ben,
it's like a blind guy's cane.
Ben, she didn't mean with an Allen key.
That was a very nerdy Tool reference.
It was a reference to earlier in the show. I forgot you don't watch the show.
I've never seen the show. I was out back eating some hay.
All right. Then we have Eric has when someone heckles Steve, peeve Hofstetter.
Nice.
We've got Neil Scene Jr. as a butler, Jeeves door getter. Jeremy Day, when he has a headache, Aleve Hofstetter.
Nice.
Jeremy Day, when rolling a d20 to make a perception check, perceive Hofstetter.
That was too
Andrea-
dorky for Steve to get. Steve doesn't know what that means. That's how fucking nerdy that joke was, Jeremy. It's amazing. You see Steve's face? He's like, I don't even know what that fucking means.
No, I'm like, I think that is a Dungeons and Dragons reference, and I'm so glad I don't know for sure.
Oh, boo.
Oh, wow. Audible boos from the crowd over D&D. We've made fun of a lot of things on this show. No one's ever booed anything until you made fun of Dungeons and Dragons. That is awesome.
Stan, I start one of my albums with the line, here's the funny thing about abortion, and y'all were fine with that. And then I make a D&D joke, and you're like, no, I'm writing a strongly worded letter. This is too much.
They're going to put a spell on you.
Yeah.
All right. Andrea had Steve annoyed 2 seconds into explaining the game, peeved Hofstetter. Heather had Steve Heckelstetter.
Nice.
Gus Walsh had when Steve visits Israel, he's Tel Aviv Hofstetter. All right, this is a good game. I like this game.
Y'all didn't get it. You didn't get it, but the fans are better at this than you guys are. All right.
Also, the description was very convoluted, but it's a
Yeah.
fun game.
It's true. Tesha had during COVID-19, he is Steve Homesteader. Homesettler. Homesettler. That makes it funnier.
Homesteader is also a thing.
Will be funny.
That
Yeah.
works. Hot Diggity Laura had Steve with a speech impediment, Steve Hofstutter.
These are good.
Jeff Jones, if he's a butcher, Cleve Hofstetter.
I love how well you guys get the game. This is awesome.
Hot Diggity Laura, Steve as a tailor would be Sleeve Hofstetter. Matthew
If he had
Plummer.
fake hair, he would be Weave Hofstetter.
He would be weave hair better.
Oh.
Wow.
Matthew Plummer, if he was the star of an 80s show about a talking car, he'd be Steve Hasselhofstetter.
Nice.
Nice.
If Sean Ehrlich had, if Freaky Friday hit the SDSC, he might become Glebe Hofstetter.
Nice.
And then Hot Diggity Laura had Steve as a dog, Retrieve Hofstetter.
I like that one.
All right, those are all the game entries.
All right, that was really good. I'm gonna vote first. I liked a lot of them. I liked Naive Hofstetter a lot. I liked Cock. I thought Cockspreader
hold
was gonna
on.
win. Sorry.
Hold on. Amenasala literally just put an entry in. Amenasala, when Steve farts, he's Steve cuts cheddar.
Definitely worth
Sorry,
going
Bowers.
back for.
Sorry,
Definitely.
That was
Bowers.
good. That was good. I thought Cockspreader was gonna win. I like Tel Aviv, but I really liked Jeeves Door Getter. That's my favorite one. That's the one I'm going to vote for. Is when he's a butler, he's Jeeves Door Getter. Mike Baldwin, what was your favorite one?
Wait, was I supposed to pick something?
You don't have to. You can just keep reading your target list.
We've literally
No, I-
almost never had a comedian who understands this part of the show.
I explained it
No,
3 times. It's in the email twice.
I understand. I forgot in between the time when the game started and now to remember a good one. But I did like Tel Aviv Hofstetter.
Nice. All right, that's a good vote. Rachel, what's yours?
Man, I really liked Tel Aviv Hofstetter, but Cockspreader gets it for me.
All right, Cockspreader.
I
Take it
bet
out of
it does.
context.
I bet
Cockspreader
it
gets it.
does.
right.
This is
Ben
a
the
tough
horse.
one today. If Steve and I did go Freaky Friday and he became Glebe Hofstetter, I can just tell you this much. His next internet videos would be more like, comedian owns vintage ladies, and
You're still
comedian
a horse.
owns...
Do you know that?
What's that?
You're still a horse.
Am I a little bit hoarse? Is that any better?
You sound like.
What's that? What's that?
Nothing. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay, sorry. So I love Jeeves Doorgetter, very funny, but I have to go with how random it was when Steve goes to Israel, Tel Aviv Hofstetter. So good.
Nice. Steve, you can make a tie or you can make a winner.
I was gonna agree with Ben, but nay. I liked so many of these. These were so good. You guys were awesome. There were so many great ones. Jeeves Doorgetter was hilarious. Aleve Hofstetter was hilarious. Naive Hofstetter was great. Steve Cockspreader, after the COVID ends, I can only hope. But I would say that my favorite actually was Tel Aviv Hofstetter. So
Nice.
that is the winner.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And maybe
That
I
is the
agree with
winner.
Ben because I've become Glebe Hofstetter. I don't know.
Nice. Mike, did you have any other ones? Mike, do you have any other ones? You said one in the middle.
Let's see here. No.
That's
All right. Rachel, do you have any?
No, I don't have any.
I've got two. I've got if you were gonna make his name shorter, it would be a Breve Hoff.
Damn it. Nicely done.
And if you fell off your horse and became paralyzed, you'd be Christopher Reeves Hofstetter.
Holy shit.
Okay, I literally had that one, and obviously I did. Obviously I had that. That's my first one on my list. My first one right there on my list.
How many do you have, Ben?
I have now 7.
Okay. I only did a couple because I felt weird doing my own game. So
I
was
get
a
it.
couple.
You only want to do yourself a couple times because you've done enough of that in quarantine.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't
Steve,
want to
what-
do myself for a third time today. I'm exhausted.
I get that. I totally
Steve,
get
what are your two? And then we'll hear Ben's 7.
All right. I've got a couple left. So I have if I get involved in an MLM, I'm Deceive Hofstetter. If I do any of Ben's jokes, I'm Thieve Hofstetter.
Nice.
If I act like a douche, I'm Summer's Eve Hofstetter. And if the highlight of my career is hosting this show, I'm Underachieve Hofstetter.
That's pronounced Bowers. It's
feel
pronounced
good.
it's pronounced Bowers. Ben.
Well, first of all, if two
A
horses
horse
together
man
together is
petting a
one-
dog.
Aw. And let me just say, if Steve stole my jokes, he would be Thieve Jokes Better. But anyway,
Ah.
I also wrote a theme song for Steve. It goes, Hoff is a Hoff, don't scoff. Yes, Steve is a Hoff, don't scoff. Anyway, it's a little horse humor. Sorry about that. Anyway, the ones I've got here, I only have 6 left because I just used one in that song by accident. So here's what I've got. If Steve became a human Patreon, it would be Steve Hofstettier. He has been quarantined a long time by himself. He's probably by now self-Bofstetter. If Steve ever became a fighter pilot, he would have a need for speed Hofstetter. He had a quarantine haircut and also has been cooking for himself, so he is Steve Chopped-stetter.
Nice.
And we've got just 2 more. Steve's new promo item came in, and it is Steve Hot Stickers. And finally, Steve, after being vegan for a long time, wants to dip back into meats by trying pork, but he's not fully ready to commit to eating it, so he is Steve Hogslicker.
That's what you end with?
How hard Bowers is laughing.
Self-Hofstetter? And you ended with that?
Well, I definitely went a little early with Steve Self-Bofstetter, but same point, look how hard Bowers is laughing. Phil.
He's licking a pig. It's so stupid. There's this explanation. I'm like, where's he go? Where's he go? That's not at all where I thought you were going. Obviously, no one knew where you were fucking going, but that was goddamn so hilarious. It was
Thank you. Thank you.
So random. I loved it. All right. Well, we did it. Mike Baldwin, other than your Target gift registry, where do we find you at, buddy?
Find me at mikeisfunny.com, and there's links to all the stuff on there. And you can also buy me stuff from Target and donate money and watch videos of me doing comedy and shit.
Very cool.
You know, whatever.
Well, thanks for being back, man. We'll see you next time. Fucking killed it as
usual.
usual.
Dude, thanks for having me again. I love
Thanks,
doing
Mike.
This. It's great. Thanks guys.
Buddy, Mike.
We'll have you back in about 37 days.
I get it. I see what you did there. Do I leave? Do I leave yet?
Yeah, you can leave if you'd like, or just hit stop video. Why? All the behind the scenes shit Mike just says out loud. I love it. So at Powers Comedy, you can find me. Our new Dockheads dropped yesterday, which is about Too Funny to Fail, the Hulu documentary about the Dana Carvey show. Me and Todd McComas discussed that. It's pretty fun. So check that out. Ben, what are your plugs? Oh wait, I'm sorry, Rachel. I gotta go to Rachel real quick. Rachel had something to plug. Rachel, what are you gonna plug?
Yeah, thanks. I do have something to plug. So I'm starting a weekly comedy show at Nowhere Comedy Club. It's Stand Up with Comedy Juice Presents, and the first show is August 6th. And actually, Kelsey is going to be on the first show. So we just started selling tickets. So check it out.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Love that. Love that. I will be this Friday night at Nowhere Comedy Club with Greg Proops, my monthly show I do with him called Greg and Glebe. It's a G thing, all improvised. Whose line is it anyway? Type improv games. Please check that out. Also excited to announce that my in-person shows at the DC Comedy Loft have been canceled, so I will be staying in quarantine a bit longer. And they'll move to November. And then also on Thursday, a week from tomorrow, I'll be doing You're the Game Show again at Nowhere Comedy Club, where you can win cash and prizes. Everyone who buys a ticket is a contestant.
And as for me, Thursday, I'm going to do my full set at Nowhere Comedy Club. So check that out. Full hour of stand-up and then some Q&A after. And I believe Dan Muggleton is hosting. So check that out, and that's my plug.
Very cool. Rachel, anything to catch up on before we say goodbye to the audience?
Yeah, we do. We have a couple things. So Zara, $5 and said, Steve, don't go acting like you're above Dungeons and Dragons. It reduces you to a village NPC. 0 class.
I'm not above it. I just don't understand it. Maybe I'm below it.
Yeah.
Zara just dropped her gavel. We missed it, but Zara, you can do it again if you'd like.
Mic drop. Love it.
And then we also had Andrew in our live audience tip the show $10 and said, pure gold from the dark humor y'all spread. Thanks for the hard work. Thanks, Andrew.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you much, Andrew.
All right. Well, audience, as usual, you were awesome. Thanks so much today for being so funny, being part of the show. We love you guys so much. We will see you on Friday is when you guys are back. We'll be back Friday. So we'll see you guys then. Thanks so much. Same thing to you, Rach. Thank you for being here.
Friday.
Fuck you Fridays. Like that. I like that. I want to end by saying thank you to hashtag Team Bowers and Savannah Martin especially for starting that and being my friend. I like that. And toenail polish. See you guys.
Excellent. And as for me, this was a super fun game. Thank you guys for playing. I had a lot of fun. And by the way, if I made my last name even more German than it is, I would be Steve Christophstetter. But I just wanted to say thanks. That was an awesome game, and I think we should totally do it again next week for Ben. Okay, goodbye.
I just wanted to thank you again for being here with us as always, and just leave you with a few thoughts. These, of course, are troubled times, and these are times where it helps to have a couple words of guidance, and I'd like to bring those to you right now. Sure, life can be tough, but even though we're not living in stable times, I want you to realize that you can always take the reins of your life for the things you can control. How many carrots you're intaking, how much hay you're eating, how much exercise you're getting around the ranch. And just keep in mind that even if you lose the current race and it feels like all hope is lost, there's another opportunity any moment now where you can go back to those starting gates, and you might not win, you might not place, but you can always show up with us here at the Social Distancing Social Club. Thank you and great night.
What's wrong?